Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Monday, September 25th, 2023. I just got out of a really good meeting with a company called Landmark here in Boise. The owner, Nate, and his partner, Brian, we all sat down and had a good meeting, talked about what they do and what we do, and worked on some strategic ways to get together and work together. So that was really cool. I really enjoyed that. And it was fun. At the end, we got to talk about belief systems and education and all the fun topics I like to talk about. So it really was a lot of fun. It's amazing how we're all interconnected. It really is. So we were talking about technology, and I believe that we exist in both the real world and the virtual world simultaneously. It is our choice where we are at that moment in time. So right now I am driving. I've got my glasses on, so I'm recording a journal entry, but I am in the real world. I'm talking in the world. I'm transitioning this conversation into the virtual world through the recording device. So we were talking a lot about that, and Brian's opinion was that technology has made us so we no longer use our brains as skillfully as we could or did in the past, which I think there's a ton of truth to that. Like, I think back to even growing up, I used to have all these different phone numbers remembered because it was part of what I'm doing. So I had all these different phone numbers and everything that I could pull up whenever I needed to call someone. I don't remember them now. And I don't really know. So if I needed to call my wife or my mom, I know those two phone numbers, or myself. Besides that, I don't think I have any phone numbers memorized, which is a good example of the fact that yes, our world is changing in such a way that our brains don't have to keep track of as much as they used to. They don't have to come in and be a part of it. So it was a very fun conversation. We got to talk about software and what they're doing and what we're doing, and yeah, overall a good day. This weekend was fun. Had a birthday party yesterday at my parents', which was a blast. And now I am back to Kitech to get more work done. Yeah, exciting things going on. Very exciting things. So what's on your guys' mind today? Wouldn't I love to know? I'm excited for once I start getting traction with my video journals. My goal is to be able to take the comments from previous videos and discuss them on new journal entries. So like, if yesterday someone had commented on my video, hey, I think you should do XYZ, today I could be like, hey, I got this comment. They said I should do XYZ. Here's why I'm going to. Here's why I'm not going to. Something like that. Again, it's all about documenting my journey to chase my dream. That's why, like, this form of recording is spot on for what I'm trying to do. is because I'm the only person who can wear these glasses. Like, anyone can wear these glasses, but I'm the only me. So I'm the only one who can put them on and get the picture as if I was Justin. And that is all of our competitive advantage. No one else will ever be you. You are your own self. And that's where I believe the true value of time gets distorted, because we distill everything to an hourly wage, but that hourly wage does not incorporate, well, to an extent, it incorporates everything you've done in your past, but it does not incorporate everything you're going to do in the future. And that's why I believe we need change. Because Steve Jobs, when he was in school, no one knew he would be the founder of Apple. And Tony Robbins was growing up and got that gift on Thanksgiving of a meal. No one knew he would be Tony Robbins when he grew up. They were just doing what they felt called to do. And so it's this idea that today you may be serving, you may be interacting, you may be supporting someone else who is not, who's incredibly important to our society as a whole, but not yet. Their time hasn't come yet, and that's okay. We all need each other. And so we all need each other throughout time. That's at least my belief. It's so funny when people think they can do anything alone. Like, to truly do something alone, to start from scratch, not using tools someone else had built, not using software, not using anything except sticks and stones you find in the forest, that's when you're truly building something from scratch. Anytime you use software, anytime, even driving on roads. I love driving on roads. Sure beats dirt. But even driving on roads, at some point, someone had to come build this road. They had to, for us to use it today. And they got paid for the hour they worked, not for the years the road will be in service. It's just a different way to look at life. We talked a little bit about America's Holding Company and what I'm doing there, which was a ton of fun. And in that conversation, it's always such a good reminder of how much education needs to happen for people to get the system, like how it works. Which is cool. I think one of the things a lot of people don't understand is the value of ownership of an company is completely separate from the value of the revenue that runs through a company. And they're completely different from the revenue that runs through a company. Which is one of the cornerstones to how America's Holding Company I believe will work is people have to understand that what goes on inside the company does not determine the value of the ownership of that company. The value of the ownership is decided between the buyer and the seller of that stock. When someone decides to sell, they needed the money more than they wanted the ownership. And when someone decides to buy, they believe that that ownership will grow more in the future than holding their dollars would have. It's a very interesting way to look at life. But there is a very clear distinction between the two. And this is, investment firms always talk about, past performance does not dictate future performance. Same is true of a company. Just because a company was doing well in the past does not mean it will do well in the future. And just because it was not doing well in the past doesn't mean it won't do well in the future. So working with companies to grow them from where they're at is the goal. Fun stuff. But it was a very fun meeting. If anybody out there would like to just have a conversation about life and record it, and I'll promote it and do what I do it as a journal entry, I would love to. Reach out to me. Let me know. And I love talking to people from all walks of life. Figuring out what makes them tick, what they're trying to do, how they're trying to do it, how we can help. It's so much fun. And life is a lot funner when you look at it in terms of what can I give instead of what can I get. How can I help someone else instead of how can they help me? It makes a big difference. Anyways, I am gonna sign off for now, and we will talk to y'all soon.